Well, Friday means two things. Number one, I am one step closer to 2 consecutive days where I won't have to wear makeup. And secondly, it is Roadie Roundup time as we chat about some of the fun topics making the headlines this week. And let's meet this week's esteemed panel. What a trio we have here. Performer Emily Luther is joining us. From Light 105, Amy Ponce, and Providence College professor and workforce director. I'm not sure I believe that title. Sean Holly. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We're starting already. Okay.
You know me, I have to start immediately. Oh, down goes my microphone.
See? There you go.
It's an earthquake, but I deserve that after that cheap shot at you, Sean.
Exactly.
Let's get right to it, guys. First up this week, some very cute news. Former President Jimmy Carter and his wife Rosalind celebrated 75 years of marriage. So I've got to know, what's the secret to a long-lasting friendship or marriage in your eyes? Amy, let's start with you. Some of us have longtime friends out there, so whatever it is, what do you think the secret is to maintaining those?
I always say humor. Like, you have to make me laugh. And a mutual humor, right? Sense of humor, honesty, fun, and someone that you want to see every day. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? And then just like letting each other have what they love separately, right? And then getting together, right? You know what I mean? Like, just, you got to let them go for a little bit and then see if they come back, I guess. No, that was like the worst advice ever.
That's the beauty of this live segment, right? Emily, what do you think?
That's why I'm in my room alone.
I don't feel qualified to answer this question. I've never been married, haven't ever been close. It sounds great. So we're going to bring it over to you, Sean. What do you think?
Wow.
I have no idea, so take it away.
But I'm in the same ballpark. I don't know. There's no expert here. I've never been married either. But I guess if there's some points to look at, it would be trust, communication, respect, just having fun, and I'm allowed to say, well, I'll just say romance instead of the other word.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we just created, or you just created on the fly here, a brand new blurb for your Hinge profile, buddy.
Trust, communication, and romance. Love it.
Very nice. But I think it's cute, and not just for relationships, but just friendships that can last a long time, too. I think that's a lovely thing if they can be maintained. And moving on here, guys, the 23rd season of CBS's Big Brother premiered this week, and there is a Rhode Islander in the cast, and we all love when there are Rhode Islanders on reality shows or game shows. So if you could be on any game show or reality show, which one would it be, past or present? Emily, I think I know one answer you might give, but tell us.
I don't think you're going to get it. Okay, so I've been on a couple. I did the whole reality show thing. It's a lot of fun. I would absolutely love to be on Wheel of Fortune. I think I could do really, really well. I haven't stooped that low just yet, but we're almost there. So I'm going to send in that audition tape very, very soon. So that would be the show. I think I could totally rock it.
Well, it doesn't get much lower than joining me on TV. So
that's not true. But I think like when you get on Wheel of Fortune and you're like, I mean, I'm 28. I think I'm aging myself by like 50 years or something. So I'm just not going to do it. I don't think it's good for the brand. So we're going to stay away from that one for now.
I don't know. I'm going to see if I can make that happen because I think you'd be excellent. Sean, how about you, buddy?
Well, I'm an absolute Big Brother groupie, so I would like to stick with that. I mean, I've been watching that for years. Big fan of Derek, who's been on the Roundup quite a bit. But I'm also a big fan of Wheel of Fortune as well, and would love to be on that. I play along with it consistently. Although I think if I was on the show, I would freeze up. But Big Brother, I would like to get you and I on a Big Brother, Brendan, and have a challenge to get you evicted on the first week.
I don't think it would be difficult. But what I'd really like to see is Buddies Week, Sean. You and Emily together on Wheel of Fortune would be great.
Absolutely. Well, I think Amy likes Wheel of Fortune also.
Yeah. So I was just going to say Wheel of Fortune. So and maybe if they do like triplets week or something, we can do that. I feel like very confident that I would get up there and make some money. Or supermarket sweep, because I can cut through Shaw's or Stop and Shop and fill a basket in like 2 minutes now. No kids.
You've done that to me before, I think.
That's a hell of a talent.
All right. Yes, I have.
I love it. Those are such great shows and great choices, guys. And lastly, here with the 4th of July behind us, I've always felt that, after the 4th, like so many, the summer just kind of flies by. So is there anything that's on your must-do list in Rhode Island this summer? Is it a beach day? Is it a getaway? Maybe it's not even here in the Ocean State. What is on your summer agenda this year? Sean, what are you doing, my friend?
Well, I definitely want to get to Martha's Vineyard, Block Island, Nantucket, but I'm anxious to see things like Waterfire and Trinity Rep get back. But certainly PC Sports too as well. Go Friars!
Lots of great opportunities there. How about for you, Emily? What's on your agenda?
I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but I've never actually been to Block Island, and that's awful as a Rhode Islander. So that's on the bucket list. But every day I've had off this summer so far, it's rained. So maybe things are going to change soon and I can head out there and see. I've heard it's amazing. There's what is it? Ballards? Is that the place?
There are many great spots, but that's one of them for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
we go to Block Island and play Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, you might be onto something. So
Sean and I have been thrown out of Ballards many times.
Uh-oh.
nice.
Lastly, Amy, how about for you?
I'm going to go to different bars all throughout Rhode Island and see what tastes best in the Dell's lemonade. Like, is it vodka? Is it tequila? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. Maybe.
I think
Just on the
that's a good
weekends,
idea.
maybe.
I was invested in that conversation. I was like, really? She's doing this.
You were going to pick me to go on Wheel of Fortune with you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say, I think it is vodka. If
No, yeah. I just,
Well, I'm not gonna-
have fun. That's
I'm
it.
not going to disagree there. There are so many great local spots, and you are 3 great local people. So, guys, thank you so much for joining the Roadshow Roadie Roundup this Friday.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Have a great weekend.